In Buenos Aires, thousands marched in unity, showing their disapproval of the world's top brass.
The G20 is being held now with all the world's most powerful people. Macron is, of course, here, and we came to oppose him because the working class are international and every country should unite in their fight against those who came here.
The police kept the protests tightly controlled. Inside the G20 Summit, however, things were less choreographed. German Chancellor Angela Merkel arrived a day late, missing the opening photo due to technical problems on her plane. Saudi Arabia's Prince Mohammed bin Salman stood alone. With controversy over the Saudis' role in the war in Yemen and the unclarified murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, MBS was offered few handshakes. One greeting stood out. Russian President Vladimir Putin's bright smile belied his own rejection from the group. Putin is in hot water over Russia's seizure of Ukrainian ships after a clash in the Black Sea.
Europe is united in its support to Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. And this is why I am sure that the EU will roll over the sanctions against Russia in December.
Also on the agenda, trade. The United States and China are expected to hold a bilateral meeting in an effort to find a solution to their ongoing trade dispute. And U.S. President Donald Trump had an early success, signing a rewritten North American trade agreement with Canada and Mexico. Traditionally, the 20 leaders issue a joint communiqué at the end of the summit. This year, it could be a struggle to get to that moment.
Now, Cornelius Abdahar is an independent political advisor and analyst here in Berlin to talk more about this, about the G20. Donald Trump canceled his meeting with Putin. He seems to be studiously avoiding the Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman. What does this say about the future of relations between Washington and Moscow and Riyadh?
I think both leaders, both foreign leaders, they have experienced volatile Trump, a president who changes his mind from one day to another. Just a week ago or so, he issued a statement in strong support of the Saudi crown prince, which was obviously his statement, and now he doesn't even want to see him. Same for President Putin, that he cancelled his meeting, his scheduled meeting, just the day before. So I think these two leaders, they're still trying to make out what they can get from this relationship with the United States. They have invested a lot in it, and right now it seems that Saudi Arabia is still strong, but the Russia-US relationship has been shaky over the past months, and President Putin would have wanted to talk to President Trump, but it hasn't happened.
Well, many people are watching the Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who seems to be shunned to a certain extent in Buenos Aires by their leaders. Is that fair? Is he being punished for the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, the Saudi writer?
Well, not being given a shake of hands is not the form of punishment for what he may have done or he seems to have done. No, it's true that few leaders can pretend that business is as usual, but the mere fact that he is allowed to travel to this gathering, there were rumors of an indictment in Argentina of his to be apprehended, but this hasn't happened so far. I'm sure he will safely travel back to Riyadh, but the fact that he does have this international exposure isn't really a punishment given what happened inside his country or in Turkey.
We understand, turning to Ukraine now, which is one of the big crises being discussed, that Russian President Vladimir Putin met with French President Emmanuel Macron, showed him a map of the Kerch Peninsula and tried to justify Russia's actions. Do you think he has any chance of persuading the French leader?
Well, at least he used the paper to illustrate the incident and not demarcate zones of influence. I think that's a good sign. What this shows is that he is actually at the highest level is trying to make the case, and we also don't know what exactly happened before these ships entered the Strait of Azov. So what he's trying to do is to talk to one of the leaders of the Normandy format, Angela Merkel. He will meet in the course course of today. He will make the case, but what is important is that at the end of this summit, there is some kind of a solution to this, but at least he's investing his time in this.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Cornelius Abdahar, political analyst based here in Berlin.